we decide to do with ourselves is imposed by us on ourselves. To learn this, let's move forward in this episode. And please do not subscribe if you wish to stay at the same level. Do me a favor, let's move forward. Otherwise, let's work on it together. So in this book, further onwards, the writer is talking about our own will that we impose on ourselves, how we deteriorate ourselves, how we break ourselves from the barriers. What is in our mind? What is the perception of life in our mind? What is the perception of waking up and sleeping, the given time of sleep, to leave our task uncompleted? For example, in the previous episode, I was talking about that the writer is explaining how we willingly leave the tasks uncompleted. Why? Just because we want to sleep? That's one reason we have given to ourselves, and we have been taught that we have to sleep on time, in time, just by giving it up. No. Who said to you? There was a research conducted that where the doctors and scientists, they let 4 men sleep 4 days. I'm not sure about the number of men, but they let the men sleep for not sleep for 4 days, 4 nights. What they did is they let them awake for 4 days, 4 nights consecutively without any sleep. And then they allowed them to sleep to their own will. How much they want to sleep, let them sleep. They have been awake for 4 days and 4 nights consecutively. Now the scientists let them sleep how much they want to sleep. All of them, to their will, slept with the sleep of 1 night only, with their own will. And they were all repaired, recovered, and freshen up. That means to recover ourselves, we just need a 1 night sleep. We do not need so many things where we say that, okay, we need 12 hours sleep, 10 hours sleep to be working for next 8 hours only. That we usually do less than 8 hour work in 24 hours. So if we take on a task, complete it, because then you can sleep easily how much you want. Your body is made like a superhuman. As I always say, we are not humans, we are superhumans. We are superpower capabilities. We are the capacity, we are the capability. We are not having it, we are the capacity, we are the capability. We are superhumans, but we downgrade ourselves towards the level of humans by keep saying we are humans. You have to elevate yourself. You have to deprive yourself of your sweet sleep by saying, no, I have to complete my task. Then I can sleep how much I want. And trust me, you will be only sleeping still the same amount of time maximum, nothing else. But you will be one step ahead of your peers by completing the task that you have taken on board. So when we sleep, time of repair is the same. That means most of us need exactly approximately to be freshen up the same amount of sleep, with a difference of 1 hour maximum. That's all. It's the rate of repair that differs, not the amount of time needed. Rate means at which speed we get recovered or someone else get recovered comparison to us. So very few men, based on that, very few men are living to the full capacity, to the plane of full capacity they have. Just because we have an understanding like sheeps that we have to sleep exactly like everyone else is sleeping, that's why we have trained ourselves deliberately to sleep and sleep and sleep. Being lazy and lazy and lazy. There is no harm in being lazy, trust me, but after you have achieved your task. Give yourself being lazy as a treat, not as a habit. Give it to yourself. Allow yourself to be lazy, sleeping more, or going early to bed, but as a treat, not as a outcome of your thoughts that you have designed over the period of time, over the period of years, that you are lazy and you're going to be lazy and you need this laziness. You don't need it. You just enjoy the laziness maximum. That's what you should do. If you are a very good fan of being lazy, that's what you should do. And then you will see you are gone above the hierarchies of loads of people around you. And then you will start laughing at yourself. Where were you before that? What were you doing with your superpowers? You will start laughing. You will start getting angry at the same time on yourself. Why were you not availing those powers? Why were you not using those superpowers when you would have all of them inside you? What were you doing with yourself? What the hell you were doing? You will talk this way to yourself. And that's a challenge I can give you. Men have shown in the past, in the present, and in current time consistent energy towards their targets. But how do they achieve it? How and why? Most of the people say that is only for one reason, because of targets and ambitions. But what are they, the targets and ambitions? How do you just focus on them? How do you decide that this is my target and I have to achieve it? Everyone says, I want to be rich, I want to be successful, I want to be fit, I want to be this and blah. But how do you decide that I have to achieve that? You want to achieve that, but how do you decide that I dare myself, I will? That is just removing two factors, fear and doubts. Those are your most dreaded enemy from your birth. Fear and doubt. Once you start breeding them, you have immense blockage power in front of you. But once you start removing those barriers, fear and doubt, these two things, fear and doubts from you, from your own self, not from anything else, not from anyone else. You don't have to be dependent on anything else or anyone else for this part. Remove it from you, fear and doubt, out of your personality. You will have access to so much cumulative and accumulative potential energy that you are just wasting, giving it to nothing. Once you start giving that energy to yourself, once you start using that energy in yourself, you will see you were only hindered because of fear and doubt. Fear and doubts, remove them, grab your energy, be a superhuman, be a superpower already that you are. You can testify that the same idea, according to the writer, will have different effects on different kind of mindsets, on different set of consciousness. Means with the same idea you are discussing with another person, or same idea coming to another person, will have a different effect on their mind, different output for that idea, different work ethics, different doubts, different fears, and different passion for the same idea. For example, if a same idea is coming to a very powerful strong man, it will be outcomed as a different thing. But if the same idea is given to a very delicate woman, not in a negative way, but a very delicate personality, a woman, the same idea will be perceived differently, because our mindsets are different. Means I'm not trying to tell you that your human mind is different in terms of men and women. That's a different debate. But as humans, to make it clear to you that same idea will have a different impact on your mindset and a person sitting next to you, even if it is given to you in the same manner, ditto copy. You cannot perceive the same idea for two people in the same way. That is why you have to perceive your ideas yourself, and you are the only one who can implement the same way, because you have pictured it actually, and you have to make it to the life. So point is, you perceive your picture, your reality, you design it, you thought about it, you created it. Now you have to live that. Only you can. If you describe it to others, they can listen to it, but trust me, they are not listening to the same level the way you are. So you are gonna lose if you start thinking others are gonna perceive it the same way. You think, make it to life, bring it to life. You only are responsible for that. If you don't do that, you are an irresponsible person about your life, not to anyone else. So don't blame anyone. You want to blame someone, blame yourself. Life, you have to see it as a marathon. You do not just start good. The way it is defined, the way you finish it. Marathon is a long race. You have to run for it. You have to run in it continuously. It does not mean how hard you start, how quickly you are running. You have to continuously doing it, because it's a very long run. So life is same like that. You have to do continuity, endurance, strength. That's what matters in life. So to get these energies, what you have to get towards your life goals to achieve the best of yourself, you have to show perseverance, persistence, endurance, continuity. That's the key to life, to successful life, to the better life, to the best of your capacity in a superhuman way. That's the only way. That is the only reason there are so many failures, not so many successes, because people do not endure, they do not persist, they do not show continuity. That is why failure is outnumbering the success. And thank you very much for understanding this pathway. You understood a lot, I believe so. But if you don't implement all of this, even 5 to 10% of it, then there is no use of just subscribing and watching it. Please, I would love you to have it in your life, implement it on you, and give and see the result. Once you achieve these results, even in 5% of your capacity, that is literally way above than you can think of. I'm just saying 5% of it, what I've told you. You cannot even imagine what 5% will do to you. Please implement that and start showing the results to others. You don't even have to show. Others will tell you the result. That's another magic trick. You will just have to use them on yourself, and you don't have to ask anyone about the results. You will tell yourself, you will tell you in the mirror that I am bloody seeing the results, what I have been doing. Others will automatically say what you have changed. You don't have to market anything. Trust me, but please implement. That's the only key. Start it today. Thank you.